All right, it's your girl, Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel and to my community of love and unity. Today we will not be talking about hair and we will not be talking about food. We are on the journey of talking about the narcissist. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? Now, today's video, we are going to talk about why the love bombing is so effective. So the love bombing is very effective because who doesn't want to feel loved, to feel accepted, to feel cared for, to be validated? Okay? Everyone wants and needs that, and the tender loving care that comes along with it. The difference is when a narcissist is using love bombing, they're only using it as a tactic in order for you to bring your walls down so that they can actually get to your heart, to pull on your heartstrings. And the reason why they want to get to your heart is because once they start the manipulation of deceiving you, you will respond in a different way. Okay? You will respond in a way that they're trying to pretty much will you into what they want you to be. So what they're actually doing is they are molding you, and they are actually training you in a way that they want for you to become, in a way that they want to be able to use you without you understanding what's going on. Which is why you have the gaslighting that comes immediately after the love bombing. Sometimes it's even during the phase, because they're testing out to see how they're able to pull not only on your heartstrings, but also how they're able to manipulate your emotions. Okay, how you process a thing, how you think about a thing, how you feel about certain things. They're trying to reprogram you just like an IT person is programming a computer. They're getting you off balance, but they also want to mold you into what they want for you to become to them as their supply. So when you're going through this love bombing stage, and while it's so effective, is because of that, but also because when they were going through the interviewing stage with you and they were asking you a whole lot of questions and being a very good listener, they were listening intently. They were listening on purpose to find out key words that they needed to hear from you in order for them to see how they're going to be able to mold you into what they want, so that as they're extracting your blessings and good things and supply from you, you won't be able to recognize it because you're going to be too distracted. So the love bombing is used as a way to distract you from what's really going on and what the trick is really all about, while they're placing you into a trap. You remember when I told you guys about Agent Smith from The Matrix? So you can look at the narcissist also as an Agent Smith, because Agent Smith wants to be able to gather and collect supply to where they're in uniform and they look and move and act just like the narcissist. Okay, so when you become a part of in a relationship with a narcissist, there's many layers to actually what's going on when you're dealing with a narcissist. And it's a lot to unpack, especially when you're talking about being in relationships with narcissists. Okay, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it was your fiance, boyfriend, business partner, husband or wife. It's a lot to unpack because there's not just one type of narcissist. There are several. Okay. You also have some narcissists where when the relationship ends, they go their way, you go their way, and they don't never try to contact you again. Now, these are the narcissists that recognize and understand an L and they need to take the L, but also they're looking at the bigger picture and looking at, okay, well, I wasn't able to get this supply, but I am able to get much more. So they're looking at a bigger picture and looking at how much supply they can get versus the ones that they weren't able to keep. Then you have some of these narcissists to where they have attachments, okay? And they can let go, but their pride and arrogance won't let them let you go, okay? So that has nothing to do with you. That's a part of their disorder. But also at the same time, when they're sitting over here doing this, just like we have a boss named God, Jehovah Jireh, our provider, they also have a boss, which is called the devil. And see, with the devil, he doesn't want the narcissist to sit over here and spend time chasing after, supply when he wants his troops, his agents to go out and get as much supply as he can because this world is passing and he gonna need company down there in the pits of hell. And this is where some of these narcissists really get themselves into trouble. And it winds up costing them big time. And then on top of that, they lose a lot. But that's not your problem. But I am going to explain that there are different degrees of narcissists. Okay. Now, let's get back to the subject at hand. Okay. So the love bombing is effective because it is a tool that the narcissists use, and they're very crafty and very convincing using this technique. So if a lot of you are wondering, how did I get myself here? It was through the love bombing, but also a part of it was through the introduction. Now, in the introduction, they gave you a sample, but what they gave you a sample of was you. And you didn't recognize and realize that until you go through the process. Okay, like how some people, they sample beats, okay, and they be like, "Ooh, that sound good." Or you hear some of those old school songs and some of the people has sampled their songs and then they put a rap on it. Okay, kind of look at it in that way, in a sense, with a narcissist. Okay, they were sampling your personality, but they were mixing in their own lyrics, okay, busting out their own bars, their own rhymes, you know what I'm saying, to get you, you know what I'm saying, to be like, hey, in a sense to where y'all grooving and moving and you're not seeing them as a threat. So I want you guys to hear this, and I'm going to tell you these things with different scenarios and different situations, because I know I'm speaking, to different age groups and things of that nature, but I also know I'm talking to us as a culture, and I don't care what your age is. I just want to make sure that you're understanding the message, because I want you to be healed. I want you to be delivered, and I want you to level up. Okay, I don't ever want you to have to go through this process or these things ever again in life. Okay, but I do want you to elevate and grow. And I do want you to make sure that you understand, what you went through. Okay. And I want you to succeed. And I want you to do well. Okay. Whether you're going to be on my channel or you learning from someone else, I'm going to break it down a little bit different than somebody else on another channel, because I prayed and asked God to give me the revelation so that I can teach this message with simplicity so that people can relate and understand. I'm not trying to give you a message that's going to go over your head. I want you to make sure you can comprehend and get it in your head. Okay. Because this right here is where you're going to get your freshman, sophomore, you're going to get a little junior and a little senior, but you're going to also be able to go to other channels and understand some of the terms that I'm saying, but they're going to take you to another level, because there's some things I haven't experienced that some of you have, and some of the people on other channels will be able to assist you with that because they've been through what you've been through. I can give you some of the symptoms. I can give you some of the answers, but I cannot give you everything that someone else can give you that actually went through your exact situation. Okay. So you may be married with kids. You may be going through a divorce, things of that nature. I don't have children, so I cannot tell you exactly how you're going to be able to get through the process, but I can give you certain things that I know that will work, that may help you. But also at the same time, I'm not one of the type of people on my channel that's going to sit over here and try to hold you hostage. No, again, I want you to succeed. And I meant that. So please feel free to always come to this channel, always to this community. You can always be a part. You can always be a member. You don't have to leave from here. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know that I don't hold people hostage. I'm not in the business of keeping people who don't want to be kept, but I am in the business of blessing. And blessing you is telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is a community of love and unity. And if we can't keep it a buck and 100, then none of us need to be on this channel. Okay. So anyway, I just felt like I needed to get that out the way. But the love bombing stage is a tool that the narcissist will use against you. Okay. And they use it against you only to be able to get you, to get your walls to come down. Okay. To get your heart to open, okay, so that they can get to your emotions, to your feelings, to pull on your heartstrings, to mess with your mind, okay, your will and your emotions. This is a tool that they use and is very effective. This is why you have to be careful about receiving gifts from people, giving too much information from people that you just met. I don't care how well y'all clicked and meshed together. Don't be pouring the tea and sipping it with them. You don't know them well enough to be doing all of that. Take your time. Do not meet people at your house or at their house. You got a car, they got a car. Y'all meet at a mutual place in the middle, okay? When you leave that restaurant, they ain't to go with you home and you ain't to go to their home. You take yourself home because you need to know what you're dealing with. You also need to pray and ask God, Lord, what is this person about? Are they legit or are they illegitimate? You need to know these things, okay? And make sure that you take the time to heal from any relationship. I don't care if it's with a narcissist or not. Okay? Because you don't want to be carrying around baggage into a relationship, and all that's going to do is mess up your new relationship. No. Take the time to heal. Take the time to get rid of that garbage, to get rid of that baggage, to get rid of that damage, okay, that was caused. Okay? Now, the narcissist does these things in the love bombing stage to draw you in as an easier way to trap you into a relationship with you, to make you feel like you're obligated and to trap you. And this is why the love bombing is so effective. I'll see you guys in the next video.